When Seulgi was young, during a kindergarten outing, she insisted on wearing a princess outfit instead of a uniform. They went to the beach, but she was left all alone and eventually ended up in an orphanage. She didn't like being in the orphanage, and no one cared about her. Sometimes, she even missed meals and would drink tap water at night just to ease her hunger. Being an orphan makes her classmates bully her and treat her poorly. The seniors at the orphanage gave them a part-time job, which involved going to the hospital to get prescriptions and buying medicine from different pharmacies using a fake ID. One night, her senior asked her about her grades and future plans. She replied that she didn't know and hadn't thought about it. He encouraged her to study hard and not follow his path, then handed her some of the medicine. She then started studying hard, moving from 15th place in her class to 15th place in the entire school. Motivated by her progress, she began taking her studies seriously and aimed for an even higher rank. As she studied hard and climbed up in the rankings, people's attitudes toward her changed. Because of this, she became determined to reach first place and decided to try the medicine her senior had given her to boost her studying. As a result, she excelled even more and eventually won a gold medal in a mathematics competition. She was no longer bullied after becoming the top student, so she became determined to maintain her rank. Eventually, she grew dependent on the medicine to help her study. One night, her senior noticed that Seulgi was remitting less medicine than usual but brushed it off. Later, Seulgi told him that it was her last day, explaining that she had found her father and was moving to Seoul. Back in her room, she took the medicine, she hid it in her clothes, and began packing her things. Seulgi arrived at Chewa High School still wearing her previous uniform and carrying her suitcase. The teacher was hostile toward her, and the students ignored her when she tried asking for directions. In the auditorium, an elderly woman selling flowers was asked to leave but refused, insisting she needed to sell all her flowers first. Yu Jae-yi, the top student, rose from her seat and bought all the flowers. Meanwhile, a guard approached Seulgi and asked her to leave, mistaking her for an outsider since she wasn't wearing the school uniform. Seulgi wandered around the campus, admiring its impressive facilities, which caused her to be late for class. The students asked the teacher which class Jae-yi belonged to when, suddenly, Jae-yi appeared, confirming that she was part of their class. As she looked for a seat, all the students wanted her to sit with them, but her attention was drawn to Seulgi, leading her to sit beside her. While in the restroom, a group of students approached Seulgi and asked her to switch seats so they could sit beside Jae-yi. After some hesitation, she eventually agreed to swap seats with one of them. Suddenly, Jae-yi appeared in the restroom and asked Seulgi to eat with her, taking her hand as everyone stared at them in disbelief.